New at 6, California has some of the strictest laws in the nation when it comes to freedom of the press. Up until now, the press has been protected in most situations, but not at protests. As Mike Duffy shows us, though, a new law changes that.
Over the weekend, Governor Newsom signed SB 98 into law.
This was the fundamental fight to be able to do their job and report on protests, especially over the last year, about police misconduct and use of force.
Brittany Barsati is the general counsel for the California News Publishers Association, one of the major advocates for the legislation.
Regardless of where you fall in the political aisle, seeing what's transpiring and learning about what's actually happening is critical to forming your opinion.
She explained some of the main opposition came from law enforcement groups like the California Police Chiefs Association and the California State Sheriff's Association.
Their primary argument was that allowing journalists access to these areas would compromise security.
State Senator Mike McGuire was the author of the law.
We have to ensure that freedom of the press wins the day. Otherwise, our democracy will die.
He says for him, it's personal.
I have a background in journalism. Prior to being elected to the Senate, I worked for a news organization for 7 years.
And the impetus for the legislation.
We saw illegal arrests, illegal detainment, law enforcement targeting the press with rubber bullets and tear gas, and that can't become the new norm.
Senator McGuire explained what changes.
SB 98 now prohibits law enforcement from obstructing, detaining, or otherwise preventing the press from doing their job. The language in the bill simply extends what is already in place for the press during a time of natural disaster and extends it now to First Amendment demonstrations.
And here's the deal: that freedom of the press law takes full effect on January 1st.